For the past 4 years, I have visited Kings Island during opening weekend to ride my favorite roller coasters and to create content. This year, I broke that tradition and stayed home during opening weekend because I would not have had any fun if I went there. I had every intention to be there, but due to many reasons, I broke my opening weekend tradition this year. In this video, I'll be sharing what's changed at Kings Island that made me cancel my opening weekend trip. Let's start with their new ride, Phantom Theater. I was very excited to arrive at the park early Friday morning to be one of the first ones in line and record my reaction after I got off the ride. Unfortunately for me, they held a media event the day prior where they invited dozens of content creators, such as FYE Coasters, Kernication, Midcourse Discourse, and many more. I have applied to every Cedar Point and Kings Island media event possible and never heard a response back. I suspect that is due to some of my videos being very critical and negative towards the Six Flags Corporation and their parks. Even though I've made many more videos where I talk about the things I love about Kings Island and Cedar Point. Nonetheless, I would have been the last one to the party in terms of Phantom Theater reactions, and the YouTube algorithm would have buried my video beneath all the other ones. The next reasons are the crowds and the traffic these crowds cause. I remember in earlier years like 2022, 2023, and 2024, the park was almost empty on pass holder preview day. This used to be a preview event with low crowds, new staff, and lots of ride downtime. The low crowds made it worth visiting and enduring the downtime and slow operations. However, in 2025 and 2026, the crowds have been significantly worse than normal operating days. In 2025, I spent nearly 3 hours stuck in traffic in Mason due to all the cars trying to get into the Kings Island parking lot. I spent more time stuck in traffic on pass holder preview day than inside the park in 2025. 2026 seems to be a bit better, but not by much. Most of the rides on Friday had 45-minute to 60-minute waits, at least when they were open. The Beast spent the majority of the day closed, and the racer would close periodically throughout the day. It's still the poor operations and excessive downtime you'd expect from opening weekend, but now the crowds and wait times are significantly higher. It's no longer a private event with low wait times. It now feels like everyone in the Cincinnati area is there. Like, I don't know, is it really worth waiting 2 hours for the Beast on opening weekend after it got a few hundred feet of new track? It's been around since 1979, and based on the amount of money Kings Island is investing in it, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Just come back in a week or two when it has a 10-minute wait like normal. I've been on the Beast close to 100 times. It's a great ride, and I enjoy riding it, even if it's not my favorite at the park. But I don't see the point in waiting hours for it when you could just come back in a few weeks and walk right on. Don't even get me started on the 3-hour wait for Phantom Theater. I mean, I get that it's the new ride this year, but it's a 5-minute family ride, and it doesn't have the best capacity either. Due to the ride vehicles that hold 3 people each, it has an estimated hourly capacity of around 800 riders per hour. Meanwhile, rides like Banshee and Orion have twice that. This isn't an attraction that's meant to handle these kinds of crowds. It's a lot like when I waited over an hour for Snoopy's Soapbox Racers on the day it opened, which I regret waiting that long for. These days, I rarely see that ride with a line. I think it would be very uncomfortable and miserable for any small children waiting 3 hours in a line for a new Kings Island ride. I get that the ride may hold some nostalgia for the parents, but I don't think you should subject your kid to a 3-hour amusement park line. Just come back in a few weeks when the ride has a 15-minute wait. I mean, your kid should probably be in school on a Friday morning anyway. I mean, by all means, I love a good dark ride, but I don't think I would wait 3 hours for a dark ride even at Universal or Disney. I just find it crazy people are waiting 3 hours for a dark ride at Kings Island. I just don't understand the hype for these rides that have been around for ages and aren't going anywhere. I would totally understand if this was the last year for the Beast and people wanted to get their last rides in, but it will be here for years to come, and isn't even one of the best coasters in the state, at least in my opinion. Like, this isn't Cedar Point, guys. We don't have Steel Vengeance or Top Thrill 2 here. These pass holder preview crowds and wait times just make it completely unreasonable for me to visit, especially when I just want to ride a few rides and don't care enough to wait 2 to 3 hours, or spend $100 on Fastlane. I suspect this increase in attendance is due to the new Six Flags Season Pass pricing structure. Currently, you can buy a Kings Island Silver Pass, which includes parking, admission, water park admission, discounted Bring a Friend tickets, and discounts on food and merchandise for just $105. You can also purchase a Gold Pass, which includes admission to all Midwest Six Flags parks, such as Cedar Point, Canada's Wonderland, Six Flags Great America, Six Flags St. Louis, Worlds of Fun, Valley Fair, Michigan's Adventure, Six Flags Darien Lake, and La Ronde for just $145. I bought my Gold Pass last year during the MVP sale, which also included an all-park passport, all for just $99. That means for less than $100, I can get into any Six Flags park on any day they're open. This is a drastic change from previous years before the Six Flags merger, where a Cedar Fair Platinum Pass would cost close to $350. The Platinum Pass was the only option that included both Kings Island and Cedar Point. Now you can have access to both parks for less than $100 if you bought it during the sale. Even now, you can have access to both parks for less than $150. It doesn't have to be a Kings Island Pass to get you access to Pass Holder Preview Day either. It can be a Cedar Point Pass, a Michigan's Adventure Pass, a Six Flags Great America Pass, etc. I know people from Michigan, Indiana, Pennsylvania, and many other states that attended Kings Island Pass Holder Preview Day. This is no longer an event for locals. It has become an event for a much larger community of coaster enthusiasts. I also find it very ironic that a Kings Island Pass can't get you access to Cedar Point preview events, like the Top Thrill 2 Pass Holder Previews or Siren's Curse Pass Holder Previews, but a Cedar Point Pass can get you access to Kings Island Pass Holder Preview Day. What's the point of a Kings Island Pass if a Cedar Point Pass costs the same and offers more? The longer lines also benefit Six Flags through the sale of more Fastlane wristbands. The longer the lines are, the more incentive there is to spend over $100 on a Skip the Line pass. Kings Island has always had busy days, but my point is when season passes are less than half the price they used to be, pass holder previews will no longer feel exclusive, or feel like real preview events. The real preview will be walking past the queues of all the closed rides, and rides with hour-long waits. My final reason for skipping opening weekend is the abundance of content creators on opening weekend. There were hundreds of content creators there this past week. There was Tampa J, Johnny Amusement, Melanin Coaster Network, Kearneycation, FYE Coasters, Beach Cliff Studios, Not Your Normal Guy, Droco Adventures, Ian's Day Off, Absorbing Endorphins with Scotty, Midcourse Discourse, The Alternate YT, The Toll Road, High World It's Kelsey, Flight of Taylor, Karen Coasters, and Case Family Vlogs, just to name a few. Not to mention the thousands of creators on TikTok and Instagram who made content there this week. Personally, I strive to make creative and original content. And I'm not sure if the world would benefit from, if there's a market for a 200th Kings Island Pass Holder Preview Day vlog. Especially if I know the park will be packed and I won't get on many rides or have much fun. I don't see the point in making a video that hundreds of other people are already making. I've already seen many of the Preview Day videos, and it feels like everyone made the same video and said the same things. Phantom Theater's good, the park is crowded, the Beast Retrack is good. No hate against these content creators. I do really enjoy watching these videos. But I know I would have just said the same things, and made a very similar video. I'm just saying, I've already made that exact video many times, not to mention the hundreds of Preview Day videos made by other people. Instead of making the same video on this channel a 7th time, I would rather invest my time and energy into something unique and original. Honestly, I love going to Kings Island, and I especially love making content at the park. I'm just very sad and frustrated that opening weekend, and specifically Pass Holder Preview Day, has turned from a private event to one of the busiest days of the year. Kudos to all the guests and content creators who braved the crowds and waited hours for your favorite rides. The new ride, Phantom Theater, has consistently been at a 2 to 3 hour wait all weekend. And while personally, I wouldn't wait in that line for that ride, I'm happy for those of you who did and were able to be some of the first ones on the ride. I'm definitely going to make it back to Kings Island soon this year, but I don't have Fastlane, and I'm not spending that kind of money just to ride rides I've already ridden hundreds of times. I'll be waiting until I can catch the park on a quiet weekday, with low crowds and low wait times. Well, that's all from this quick rant video. If you agree or disagree with the points I made, let me know down in the comments below. I'm interested to know what you guys think. If you enjoyed watching, stay tuned for more commentary videos in the future. Like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.